So, hello, welcome to the first in a series of videos we're going to be doing with Ffiws. The purpose of the videos really is that we chat to people that are coming to Ffiws to use the space, what type of stuff they've been doing and how it has helped them and maybe their business as well. So general stuff about Ffiws. Ffiws is a maker space that is located on Porthmadog High Street. It's a project funded by Datblygu Gwledig Wledig and the Agor programme. Maker space, it is, well, the term that I found online is that is a collaborative workspace for learning, sharing and experimenting. I think that's quite a fair description of it. Yeah, so at the moment we're closed due to the lockdown, but we are in the process of making plans on reopening in the next few weeks. There's more information about that will be released by the end of this week. So yeah, joining me today is Jo Hinchliffe. Jo is a technician in Ffiws. He runs a lot of interns and work. And we've got Patsy. Patsy is one of the people that have been coming to Ffiws to use the equipment. So I'll pass you over to Jo now so he can present himself and tell you a bit more about himself.
So hello, yeah, I'm Jo. I'm one of the technicians, as Rhys said, at the Ffiws Makerspace when it was open, and hope to be so as we reopen. So I'm really lucky that I get paid to hang out there, and basically, well, in the past I helped groups of people and individuals kind of use the equipment, the fabulous equipment that's available in the Ffiws space. And then occasionally I would run sort of more focused workshops on like a piece of software, like drawing software, like Inkscape, or I did some on some of the 3D modeling software to make 3D models for 3D printing. I even did one on using some free software to lay out printed circuit boards for electronics. So yeah, it's going to be similar, I think, when we reopen, but it's going to be more sort of appointment based and one-to-one. So I'm really looking forward to helping people with whatever it is that they want to kind of do in the Ffiws space. As for me, I make loads of stuff, so I'm quite well known for making massive rockets which fly, which I happen to have one here I prepared earlier. Recently, so I write for a maker magazine, and I just recently made, designed and made, it's a real mess because I'm just rebuilding it, but this is like a robotic system that you can rebuild and change, and I designed it all and 3D printed most of the red parts that you could see, and I've published it all online and in the magazine so other people can build them. And then I was just looking for something else. I made this in Ffiws ages ago, which is a laser cut little notepad, and it's made with this living hinge thing where it's just one piece of wood, but you cut it in a way that it can flap about. So yeah, so I like making loads of stuff, like helping people, and I'm really missing the Ffiws space. So looking forward to safely reopening and getting back stuck in helping people. It's going to be a bit different, but I'm sure the essence of it will be the same, and I'm sure lots of excellent work will start to come out of it quite soon.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I've actually heard from people that have been to Ffiws. They've been emailing me, also looking forward to when we reopen. So I think that the appointments are going to get quite busy. So brace yourself.
You said that's a vaguely threatening rings. Yeah. But no, I hope it gets used. It's sort of, it's heartbreaking, yeah, that all these things, you know, all over the world really, that that have sat there sort of empty and not in use. It's
yeah. So I'm looking forward to getting back on track. Patsy, do you want to present off and tell them a bit about yourself?
Hi, I'm Patsy, and I live in the area, and I'm a designer and author. And I was so excited when I heard the Ffiws is going to open, and my first thought was to get a camp bed and actually start living there, because there's nothing like new toys. And I have some vinyl cutters and things like that of my own, but I was really interested in starting to look at things that were a lot chunkier, and the laser cutter I just love, being able to make some more structural things with the ply. So because it always pays to play, I started playing with the laser cutter, and then I got asked to write an interior design book, and some of the things I did in that I put forward as potential projects for that. And I heard last week that book's been sold and going ahead. So I'm going to come in and start cutting out some Penrose tiles in ply to assemble to a big sheet and then take somewhere and photograph. But carrying on playing, another thing I want to do is, I'm slightly obsessed with big blousy Venetian mirrors. So I've been looking out on Swap Shop for any little second-hand mirrors, and what I would like to do is upcycle them with some mirrored acrylic, because with the extruded acrylic you can etch it so it looks like the old etchings you used to get on Venetian mirrors, and cut them as well. So I'm going to start bolting bits round with some quite sort of strange themes, such as a looking glass theme, so they're quite wacky rather than the sort of little sort of traditional ones. So lots of things I just can't wait to get in there and start doing again. And also seeing people again, because as a designer you tend to just work on your own, so I'm really looking forward to that, and that community we started to build before all this happened.
Yeah, definitely. I think that the community is a big part of it, isn't it? Obviously the machine, that's what attracts people in, but it's also the community, the people sharing the skills and ideas as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, so many ideas like just pop out of sort of random people on complete, somebody on, what did you say, slightly blousy Venetian mirrors, and somebody else building robots, or but there'll be something that just like, oh, I never realised you could cut this that way, or oh, what's that material you're using, and just that I've really missed that on lockdown. It's really difficult to replicate that in life, that sort of natural thing where somebody mentions something and you go, oh, that's cool, I can do something with that. That's really irreplaceable, I think. So yeah, looking forward to some of that starting to happen.
Yeah, definitely. And I was just wondering, I know that some people, when they walk past Ffiws and they see the equipment, they see the 3D printer, they see the laser, and I think that some people can find it quite intimidating. So Patsy, if you could say to someone, how would you tell them not to like give it a go, just to try it?
I think that is the worst sort of the barrier of it really is to start to make things yourself. There is an interface you need to learn to actually make the paths and everything, but also that there's a massive bank of ready-made things that you can play, and you can run through the whole process first. So there's often, I don't know, there's all sorts of stuff on that, the 3D printer bank, and lots of vector graphics you can get free to help with those things. And then once you've done that, then you could come along to one of the workshops and courses and start to learn to actually make what you want to make as well, so that there are plenty of steps. You don't have to go in there an expert in CAD to start to use the stuff, that there's an ease in with it.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, and I think I always used to say to people that people sort of think if you're a technician there that like, oh, you must know all this stuff inside out. And well, there might be some stuff that we know a bit more than other people, but the only reason we know it is because we've been through the process of going, what does that do? And poking it and sort of, oh, I broke it. Oh, I won't do that again. And you know, it's like we've all learnt through kind of exploring this stuff together. So yeah, it's a weird idea that, but it's really real. Like even I get it when I go to big spaces like, you know, like massive maker spaces where really big projects go on, and I feel like, oh God, I don't know enough to go in there. But it's exactly the same. It's just, you know, that's why the space is there for people to get from a point where we don't know as much about something to learn a bit more about it. So yeah, definitely, don't be afraid.
Yeah, because we want this place to be accessible to everyone, don't we? No matter what the skill level, it's open for everyone, and it's for free as well.
Absolutely, yeah. Open to everyone on a socially distanced.
Yeah. Sorry. From now on yeah.
But we're hopefully getting the balance
the
right.
EPP and
yeah.
Yeah. So I'm excited to reopen and to see everyone again on a socially distanced 2-meter gap. But yeah, it's definitely looking forward to seeing everyone and seeing what everyone's been up to over the past 3 months of lockdown as well, because it's probably been a time for people to be creative as well. So probably people have been working on their own projects, maybe learning some new skills. Stuff that they can build on in Ffiws, hopefully. Yeah,
indeed.
Yeah. Well, thank you both for joining me today. As I said at the start, there's going to be more information on reopening, so the guidelines and stuff, they'll all be put on our Ydych Gwledig's Facebook page and Twitter and website. So we'll see you soon, hopefully.
Cool. Bye. Yeah, I look forward to it. See you soon.
Bye.